G'day, and thank you for joining Nicole and I as we continue our lap around Australia. The next part of our journey took us from Mareeba to Camooweal. Leaving Mareeba, we followed the Savannah Way inland and up into the clouds to Ravenshoe, Queensland's highest town and Queensland's highest road at 1,162 metres above sea level. The clouds were so dense that we could only barely see 3 of the 20 wind turbines on Windy Hill. Planned to visit Milstream Falls National Park, but the point of interest sign after leaving Ravenshoe tempted us to stop. A short walk led us to Little Milstream Falls, a delightful surprise. Nearby, the impressive Big Milstream Falls showcases the widest single drop waterfall in Australia. Arriving at Undara Discovery Parks, we were greeted by spacious drive-thru campsites and beautifully restored train carriages. The train carriages were repurposed into accommodation, administration and entertainment areas. We were drawn in by the live music and cheese platter and ended up staying for a most delicious dinner. In the morning, we joined the Undara Lava Tube tour to see this phenomenon firsthand. The Undara Lava Tubes were created many thousands of years ago, when massive volcanic eruptions sent molten lava sweeping across the land. As the surface cooled and hardened, the molten lava beneath kept flowing, eventually draining away and leaving behind a network of hollow tubes. Over time, sections collapsed, and it's these incredible formations we are exploring today. Above average rainfall this year has seeped into the lava tubes, submerging walkways and adding a new dimension with shimmering reflections. The morning of our departure, we enjoyed a quintessential bush breakfast before the long drive to Townsville. We arrived in Townsville on a mission to get new tyres and to stock up on supplies. A stroll along the Strand was a delight and gave us a final opportunity to bid farewell to the East Coast before heading west. Unfortunately, we broke another air-conditioned belt during our stop in Townsville. We called 9 mechanics to fit our spare belt, but had no luck. With the Super V8s in town, it seemed every mechanic was knocking off early on Friday. McCrossen Camping Reserve became our home for 2 nights. It's also known as the Explorer Ludwig Leichhardt's Camp 116 on the 10th of April 1845. Before leaving Townsville, we bought a belt installation kit and fitted the new air-conditioned belt ourselves. Another win for Dougie the bush mechanic. With the flood height recorded near the bridge, there's no way we'd camp here in the wet season. Charters Towers is a charming outback town, rich in gold rush history, heritage architecture and country hospitality. It was known as the world during the boom days. We visited Towers Hill Lookout to get a better view of the town, and then visited the Miners' Memorial, which paid tribute to the miners of the past and the hardships they endured. The Burdekin Weir on the Burdekin River near Charters Towers secures the town's water supply and supports irrigation. It's also a popular spot for fishing, swimming and picnicking.
Let's be free, fly like a bee. They don't follow, they're drawn to nature's flowers. Yappy, yappy, sing like a bee, wings of a butterfly.
Hughenden provides free campgrounds to travellers, encouraging them to stay a little longer and explore the historic town and surrounding natural wonders. were also keen to visit the hospital that Nicole's grandfather built many years ago. Just 64 kilometres north of Hughenden, we were blown away by the sheer scale and the striking beauty of Porcupine Gorge. The 1.1 kilometre descent into the gorge was an adventure filled with excitement, but the return climb tested both our stamina and determination. Richmond Shire is famed for its rich fossil fields, earning the title Australia's fossil capital. To encourage visitors, it offers affordable RV accommodation, inviting travellers to explore both its prehistoric wonders and pioneering history.
Propelled by 4 flippers with large, powerful swivel muscles. Animals related to present-day squid, they swam around 4 thick, pillar-like legs. They were amongst the largest animals.
In 1989, Bob Ivers and his brother unearthed the most complete pliosaur specimen ever found on a property near Richmond called Marathon Station. Unlike many museums, Kronosaurus Corner proudly displays genuine fossils rather than plaster casts or replicas. Its collection features more than 1,150 unique fossils from the Richmond region. The museum takes its name from Kronosaurus queenslandicus, a giant marine reptile discovered just north of Richmond in the 1930s. Today, Coronosaurus Corner stands as both a leading research hub and a must-visit tourist attraction. After 5 hours on the road, we reached the Berkenwells Roadhouse at the Four Ways. By the time we arrived in the late afternoon, camping spots were already limited. Unknowingly, we parked beside a gidgee tree, which released a strong cabbage-like scent as the night fell and the wind dropped off. Aside from that, the Roadhouse proved to be a great stopover for travellers heading towards the Gulf of Carpentaria. A quick stop in Normanton for lunch and to visit the big Barramundi and Chris the crocodile. Karumba is truly the end of the road, where the highway meets the Gulf of Carpentaria. The town has a relaxed, easygoing vibe, perfect for slowing down after a long drive. It's famous for its barramundi, prawns, and its sunsets are truly magical, as the sky seems to melt into the sea. The Les Wilson Barramundi Discovery Centre in Karumba is the world's only hatchery breeding the southern Gulf strain of Barramundi. It offers an immersive experience into the life cycle and conservation of this iconic fish. We truly enjoyed the interactive exhibits, guided tour, and unique opportunity to hand feed Barramundi in their exhibition tank.
That fish, what they're doing is purposely making a cavitation on the water. So if that little fish thinks he's going to swim away at the last second, he's flapping his tail in the bubbles, effectively turned off the engine. Then specific gravity means the fish falls through the water into the mouth, you didn't have to suck it in. Yep. Then the gill mate will take over, concertinator it, take the scales off because they're hard to digest, turn it around and then swallow. All in the book.
No way.
Cloncurry is an outback town in the northwest of Queensland, known for its copper mining and the birthplace of Qantas. It's closely linked to John Flynn, founder of the Royal Flying Doctor Service, which still has a base in the town. The Cloncurry Stockman's Challenge and Camp Draft is an exciting showcase of outback skills, horsemanship and rural tradition, brimming with energy and community spirit. We eagerly watched the novice riders, but the open competitors quickly stole the show with their class and skill. Visiting the John Flynn place felt like stepping into a heartfelt tribute to Flynn's vision and tenacity, bringing to life the remarkable story of how the Flying Doctor service began. Between Cloncurry and Mount Isa lies the abandoned Mary Kathleen uranium mine, where the open-cut pit now holds surreal turquoise water set against a deep red outback earth, a striking and an unexpected sight. Nearby, the remnants of the township remain, with deteriorating roads, old street layouts, and crumbling building foundations, offering a glimpse into the community that once supported the mine. Boulia in Queensland's Channel Country sits on the traditional lands of the Pitta Pitta people. The town is renowned for the mystery of the Min Min lights and the excitement of the annual camel races, making it a unique blend of culture, legend and outback celebration. We picked up a lightweight fire pit from BCF in Townsville, half expecting it wouldn't survive the first fire. The next morning's inspection was a pleasant surprise. The fire pit had survived and ready for another go. We visited the Min Min Encounter Centre to learn more about the mysterious Min Min lights. Through clever animatronics and storytelling, we heard different perspectives from farmers, stockmen, truckies, and even scientists. Yet despite all the theories, these growing orbs remain unexplained. During our stay in Boulia, we kept a keen eye on the night sky, but the elusive lights didn't show. Mount Isa is a vibrant outback town in the northwest of Queensland, known as one of the world's greatest mining towns. Surrounded by rugged hills, it offers a mix of industry and adventure. Each year it comes alive with the legendary Mount Isa Rodeo, the largest rodeo in the Southern Hemisphere. Camooweal is the most western town in Queensland and is known as the gateway to the Northern Territory. It's a service point for travellers crossing the border, and a centre for the surrounding cattle country. The Camooweal Billabong rest stop is a real highlight, with shady spots by the water and abundant bird life, making it a favourite stop for travellers. Join us on the next episode as we start to explore the Northern Territory.